Hello, welcome back to Marta from Sparta, and today's episode we're gonna do super easy thrift flip. We're gonna turn old men's shirt or old woman's shirt into the very stylish 2025 Gucci summer trend shirt. And I was watching fashion week and fashion shows, and all this striped pajama looking vibe, it's still very popular. What caught my eye is the Gucci set. And it's like crazy expensive. I don't remember at this moment how much is I think just the top, it's almost $2,000 or $1,500. I have to look at it. And the bottoms are another $1,000. It's so interesting to me that super simple set like this made out, probably the fabric is amazing. We're paying for the label, let's face it. I'm not gonna make shorts because I only found one shirt like this in the thrift store. In order to make a shorts, I would probably need another matching shirt like this, but that's fine. Let's aim for this shirt. Let's get started. General plan. The plan is that I don't have a plan. The plan is that I will just go with a flow. And I just made a summer set for one of the videos, which I'm not sure at this point if I did post it or I'm going to post it, but I learned from this specific project like a ton. And that will help me to actually, with the logistics of making that Gucci top. And I just looked it up, guys. And this is the top I'm talking about. And this is the price tag on it. So I wasn't wrong. Just a simple shirt cost $2,100. $2,100 for this. This is insane. So we are just basically paying for the name. So what are you gonna need for it? You're gonna go thrifting in your closet, or you're gonna go actually thrifting. I went thrifting in my closet and I went thrifting. So in the thrifting store nearby, men's shirt cost $4. And I'm gonna just give you one tip. If you're gonna look in the men's department, I'm gonna say look for the shirt from in the men's department, which is just a little bit oversized for you. You don't want a huge shirt. We're not gonna do tons of alterations as far as the body go. We're gonna do some details. We're gonna add some scrunchies, but we're not doing any like major alterations, I guess that's how you pronounce it in English. So I'm just gonna tell you this. Don't get crazy big oversized shirt. I am size extra small, so I bought size medium, like a women's medium, and it's big enough for me. So what you need to get in the thrift from the thrift store, you need to get one shirt, whichever color you want. I'm just actually duplicating or trying to make something very similar to what Gucci show us on their website. So this is a men's shirt, and because I am size extra small, this is size small. That's for me. So you have to make adjustment for your body. And then the next one is actually not relevant as far as the size goes, because we're gonna just need the white fabric, we're gonna need sleeves, we're just gonna need a color. So we're just stealing a pieces of the other shirt to add that to the actual shirt, which gonna be the main color for us. So that's what you need to do. One color of the shirt which is a little bit oversized for you, and the other must be white. Or if you want to create other color combinations, that's also fine. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing. So you need one pattern shirt which is a little bit oversized, and one probably on the larger size because you want a ton of fabric in a plain color. And so total cost for my thrift shipping was $8 $8. And everything we're using is right in front of you. We're not buying anything else. That's exactly what you need. You need your sewing machine, you need your brain, and you need your hands. That's what you need. Originally, when I was trying to plan this project and think about logistics of it, I told you that I am hoarding like literally everything because I think, oh yeah, I might use this, I might use that. So previously, it was very popular to have just like, you know, like just the colors which you could put under your sweater, and you don't have to wear actual shirt. So I actually have a ton of them from this period of time when they were super popular, and I could use them in my project. But we also need cuffs to be white. We also need white strings, and guess what? As many fabrics as I actually have, and I'm gonna show you right now, the hardest color to find in my stock was white. And I made so much mess just to find a white color. So that's what I have in my studio, and that's scraps there and scraps, yeah. And I have like tons and tons of fabric. These are like fat quarters, and I found two actually, this one and this one, but that would be never enough for the pieces I need to make for the shirt. So I was thinking like, hey, I don't want to buy white cotton fabric because I will barely use it, and Joann's, which is like literally next to me, is closed. So now if I want the fabric, I have to order it online, and I want to make this shirt now, like right now, because that's the time when we're gonna be wearing it. So I said, what I'm gonna do, where I'm gonna get white fabric. And then I was in a thrift store, and I go like, oh yeah, I can get white men's shirt, which is huge size, just for the sake of having a white cotton fabric. So that's what you need. So let's get started. And again, I don't have a solid plan. So we going with the flow, and you're gonna guys learn from my mistakes if I'm gonna make any, because I think I have a good plan and no plan. And if everything gonna work like I put it in my head, it should be fairly easy, 1 hour, super focused project. So let's not talk anymore. Let's get started. My plan now plan tells me that what we need to start is with color remover. So we will remove the color from the white shirt. We're gonna remove the cuffs from the white shirt, and we're gonna do exactly same thing for pink or whichever color you're planning to use. We're gonna remove the cuffs and we're gonna remove the color. And how I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna use this tool, which I have no clue what is the name of this tool, because last time I called the scissors zigzag scissors, and my family was laughing at me through all this dinner that I called them zigzag scissors. So you guys need that, or you guys need tiny scissors, and we're gonna remove the collars and the cuffs from both shirts. And that's going to be number one step. We're gonna need to do. And those colors, I'm gonna save it for a future project. I'm gonna hoard them even more, because the reason why they're not going to work. They're not going to work because, as you see, they're two different colors. This one is more like creamy, and this one is like very white. And this one probably would work with that, but it's also silk. And if I want to also replace the cuffs and make the strings over here, then I'm gonna need the fabric, more of the fabric, which is exactly same color. And unfortunately, I don't have cuffs matching for this, and I don't have cuffs matching that, and also the strings. So that's also another reason why I needed the whole shirt So I have enough of white fabric, which is exactly same shade. All right. So now I'm gonna put my book on and I will remove very nicely. Don't rush through it. You don't want to damage the shirt itself. We're gonna be removing collars and cuffs, and that would be step number one. And as I'm doing this, I'm gonna think about step number two. Hey, but before we go ahead and start, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit this notification button so you won't miss my next video. Every week I will share with you fun, easy and creative ideas on the budget. And if you have expensive taste like me and you want to keep your bank account happy as well, this is the right place for you. So hit this subscribe button now. Right, ladies and gentlemen, and I already removed the collar and the cuffs from both shirts. And this shirt will be our body for, that's our main piece. I have cuffs over here and I have a collar from the white shirt. So now what we gonna do, we gonna pin the collar on top of this body of ours, and we will see, because it could be also one could be bigger than the other or smaller than the other. And I don't mind making like tiny I don't know how you call them. Oh my goodness. Like folds, right? To make it fit. I think it's fine because everything gonna be very like wrinkled and we're gonna have a lot of ties in it. So that's not an issue. Especially, I can already tell that the cuff from the white shirt, right? It's still too big on my hand, regardless of the size originally, but it's still too big. Adjustment could be done by adding more buttons, right, on it. And I can already tell that this shirt is gonna be way wider. But what did you learn about me? That I love ruffles and puff sleeve. So I might add Marta twist to it and make it, like a puffy over here. I'm not sure if I want my shirt to have like a 3/4 length like the Gucci shirt. That's not really my vibe necessary. I'm gonna see how it's gonna go. I might either go with a little bit longer puffer sleeve, like somewhere right above my elbow, or I might totally do something very short, or I might just go with them, what they do. So I'm gonna see. I'm gonna start to pin everything, and we also gonna need to make a ties. And ties we're gonna make by cutting the white old shirt, and then we're gonna create the ties. I'm gonna probably have to swap the thread in my sewing machine because I had like something off white, but we need like super white because the color is white. So I'm gonna start with pinning color into the shirt first, and we will see how it's going and how it's gonna come up. And I might need some micro adjustments, or it might be no adjustments at all. So we will see, guys. I am always showing you my studio pets. So today our guest is my Rocunio Yorkie. Guys, he just turned 18 a month and a half ago. And this is Leonek. And guys, it's June and it's like 50 degrees and we have still heat on in the house. It's insane. And dogs are wrapped up in the blanket because my YouTube studio is downstairs when it's the coldest part of the house. And my senior Rocunio, he's very cold always, so we have to make sure we keep him cozy and comfortable. So I just like wrapped him in the blanket and he's sleeping today. So Coco is back to the coop with her sisters, and today I have two brothers with me downstairs keeping me company. It's June 2nd, 50 degrees outside. It was actually 45 when I came back from a walk, and dogs are bundled up and we have heat on. So I will start with folding it half and marking where exactly half of my coral is, so I will know where is the center, so I can go and measure what the size is. And then I'm gonna do exactly same thing. Actually, whoever made that shirt, they already marked the center. So I have another tiny notch over here, and that's the center. So what I'm gonna first do, I'm just gonna do like a raw tryout. I'm gonna move my water bottle, and I'm gonna see how much extra. I will have some extra, or maybe not. No, actually, it seems like, luckily, I didn't think that process through. I have to, guys, give you that. It seems like it's gonna match. So what I'm gonna do, and I have to wash this color too. It has some stains on it. So I'm gonna lay it flat. Just like that. And I know where the middle is, right? So obviously we need to put... I'm gonna stitch one side first. I'm now thinking, should I do it from front to back or back to front? Bummer. Yeah, I think I'm gonna mark it where the middle is again. And I'm gonna stitch first. Yeah. I'm gonna stitch first one. And I'm gonna go around, guys. And if it's too long, I might actually make tiny adjustment on the shoulder. Oh no, I think it's gonna be actually just the perfect size. So maybe that's another thing. If you are choosing two shirts, maybe you should choose them exactly same size with the same color size. If you guys using a men's shirt, you know what I'm saying? So this way you're gonna avoid additional alterations, because if you're gonna have a same color size, then you're just basically swapping colors. You don't have to make any adjustment. So I think I'm gonna say this honestly, it wasn't intentionally that I did it in thrift store. I just chose two shirts, and I have to say it's really challenging to find a white shirt without some kind of sweat stains or ruined color, you know what I'm saying? So I chose whatever was available, and lucky me, they end up being exactly same collar size, not the body size, but collar size. So, you know, cuffs are not really important because I like the kind of raunchy look for it. But the collar, it's actually perfect. It's exactly same size, guys. So I'm just gonna stitch it nicely. I'm gonna stitch this first, then I'm gonna close it and stitch and do the top stitch. And that's going to be it as far as the collar go. So I'm gonna do that and I'm gonna be back. I have a big smile on my face because actually, usually when I come up with some silly ideas, let me check if microphone is actually working because, yeah, mic check. because sometimes I just imagine, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this way, that way, and then it's not working, but it works exactly as I imagine it will work. And I have to admit, buying two shirts with the same color size was absolutely not intentional. I didn't thought that through. But now, as I'm making this video, I thought I was extremely lucky, because it wouldn't be. The opening on the pink shirt was exactly same size as the color which I took off the white shirt. So they match perfectly. I basically did the swap. So remember, if you're getting the shirts, it can be size. I think with the dudes is like the collar can be different size than the body, I think. So make sure that the collar size is the same. That's the only thing you care. To have the body of the pink shirt to match your size, and then the collar size, whatever color size you want. I am not planning to button this up. I'm planning to wear it like a loosey-bloosey, yada yada thing. As far as the cuffs go, I generally don't care, because you know that I like ruffles, puffy sleeves and stuff like that. So if this gonna be smaller than actual sleeve, I don't really care, because I don't mind having something like that. But the color, I think, in my opinion, it has to be exactly same size, just for the sake of this experiment, and it seems like it's way easier and faster. So it took me literally no time to just basically swap it. So the next thing I'm gonna be doing, I'm gonna attach my cuffs to my sleeves of the for the pink shirt. And I'm just gonna decide myself if I want to go exactly with the same length and kind of vibe which Gucci did, or I'm just gonna kind of put Marta twist on it, because I told you that I am not really big fan of having like this length. I know that I pull my sweater sleeves up, but that's more for fashion statement, and it annoys me so much, but I still do it because it's like fashion thing. But I might actually go really low, or maybe not, because this cuff, it's not gonna actually go all the way around. So yeah, I think in a worst case scenario, I'm just gonna do something about here, so I don't have to pull it up. And if it's gonna be too big, remember guys, you have a button, you have a hole already which is made, but you can move the button so it's tighter or wider, so it's not gonna slide down. So now I'm gonna do this, attach that, and then I'm gonna explain to you how I'm planning to do the ties around the waist. Hello, I'm back, and I attached the cuffs. So step number one, which is swapping the color, and the cuffs are attached. And I decided to go below my elbows. So in my case, it's gonna be sitting like somewhere in the area over here. And because it already had two buttons, see, like I can adjust them. I can do it tighter or not, and I still can move the buttons. It's not really that difficult. But the next step in this whole process would be, let me show you, to attach those ties right now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use a white shirt which I have over there, and now I'm gonna cut two long stripes 2 inches wide through the whole length of the shirt, and I'm gonna stitch them somewhere. I just have to see where this shirt gonna have a waist for me, and I'm gonna stitch 2 of them where the waist gonna fall, and I'm gonna stitch them from the back, and then I guess we're gonna need to create a ties. And as far as ties go, we will think about it, but definitely when you're gonna zoom in the picture, you can see that there is 2 tunnels, and the opening gonna be probably through the front. So I'm gonna start cutting the white shirt, and I'm gonna create like 2-inch wide tunnels, and I'm gonna pin them to the shirt, to the pink shirt, wherever the waist is filling. So yeah, I'm sure I have enough of the fabric because the other shirt is way bigger than this shirt, so it should be enough for that. And I have to still remember to actually cut it the way that I'm gonna have enough of the shirt to create white strings later. So I'm gonna start to actually plan it and cut the strips, and I will measure where I want to attach them on my. All right, so just to show you on the camera what I am planning to do as far as the tunnels go. So I'm gonna turn the camera around, and I chose the closest to the bottom of the men's shirt. So I'm gonna get the longest stripes. So I draw 2 tunnels. I'm gonna cut them. Then I'm gonna do like a 1/2 inch. I'm gonna iron them 1/2 inch on both sides, and I will attach them, or maybe more. I will see when I actually see them how big this tunnels one. And I already cut 2 for the strings, right? So I'm just gonna be cutting those 2, then I'm gonna iron them and attach them to the middle of that shirt there. Okay, so how I'm creating the tunnel for the shirt. First, when I cut out the whole long piece, and it's way longer than the shirt actually needs because I don't feel like measuring right now. I can do it when I clip it to the shirt. Then I fold it half and just mark very slightly with the iron where my middle is. And what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna show you on the one which is already done. Where did I put it? Oh, right here. What I'm gonna do next, in here, I folded toward the middle of both sides, both edges. So I'm gonna fold this toe and exactly to the middle line, and I'm gonna fold this one exactly to the middle of the line, and then I'm gonna iron it like I ironed this one. And then I'm gonna flip it over, and I'm gonna stitch it to the back of my pink shirt, which is right there, and the towels are still teasing me, to the back of the shirt, creating like a tunnel. Lovely bunnies, that's how the attached tunnel will look like on the shirt. And obviously we're gonna leave opening here. We're just gonna stitch on the both sides, and I'm gonna attach another one right next to it. And in my case, they fell between button 3 and 2, but you know, every shirt will be different, depends of the length, depends how tall you are. So you have to attach the tunnel based on where your waist going to be and how long your shirt is. So I'm not giving you any specifics. I'm also not giving you any specifics about the tunnel, because it's up to you how wide you want it and how wide you want to have a string in it. If you don't want to create the tunnel, and if you don't want to do it, you can always buy the bias tape and just use the bias tape instead of using men's shirt, which I used. And I had to use 3 strips of the men's shirt because it one was not enough to cover the length twice. So in my case, it was 2 strips of men's shirt. And yeah, if you don't want to do it, you can just buy bias tape in a color you want, because you also might do this shirt in different color than I do. I'm doing this white with a white string and white cuffs. So remember that, don't be necessarily tied up to my choices. I just wanted to do it as close as Gucci model was, to show you just the concept and how to make it, and the color combinations could be yours. And I also decided to, you see right over there, I also decided to save a coral and the cuffs from my pink shirt, because I might be doing exactly same what I just did here, but maybe using those in different shirt and make a different combinations of color. So I'm still saving them because I might do another shirt like this with a matching shorts or something, but that's in the future. One is good enough for me for now and it's working. Actually, I was scared that my no plan is not gonna work, but my plan of having no plan, it's actually working amazingly. So soon I'm gonna be stitching that back, putting my strings, and we're gonna be done. Alrighty, wow, that was a journey. I'm gonna check my mic, still green. Okay, so I finished attaching tunnels to the shirt and they look like that. My tip is Gucci has the stitches exposed on the other side. So I use a 3.5 size of the stitch because I wanted to have like this kind of like a nice size of the stitch, since it's going to be visible on the other side. So remember to stitch really neatly, because I think the part of the beauty, what they trying to do, is expose the stitch, so it's gonna be pretty. I just dropped it, and I also made this oh my goodness, strings which go in it, and I made them like long enough, like when you're gonna look at my waist, to make my arms so my arms are straight this long. Because if you think about it, if you're gonna put it in the shirt, you don't want the shirt to be totally straight. You're gonna roach it a little bit, right? So more gonna hang it down. So again, I'm not telling you how wide they are, because I think you have to kind of look at to balance the size of the shirt, and then the tunnels you made, and where everything is, so everything looks nice and cohesive. So now I'm gonna grab my bobby pin, and I literally gonna grab the bottom of my string. You can also, if you don't want to make a string, you can buy like a white satin ribbon. And I'm just gonna put it through each of the tunnels. One string goes into one tunnel, and that's it. And it took me, I don't know what time is that. It took me 4 hours to do the shirt, but 4 hours with distractions. I have senior dog, and I have puppy, and I also, as I said, I didn't practice to make this shirt before this video. I didn't test it, so actually it was a little bit longer because I was figuring out the logistics of the project when I was actually recording video. So everything which you guys see, I was coming out to this conclusions while I was recording. Usually I do some test run before I record if this is smaller project. Obviously, if this is something big, then I try to practice on something and smaller and see how it's gonna work on I really sit and think how I'm gonna approach it, right? So what I wanna say, and let's combine it with my sewing thoughts. when you're attaching the tunnels, make it super neat, because even if you're going to have your shirt open, the tunnels should be done super neatly, and they should bring like element of extra I don't know how to even say it, extra detail to the whole shirt. Because if you think about it from the outside, this is like just pink shirt with a white collar and white cuffs, right? But I think the element of surprise is this fact that we can tie it in a waist, and this roach in the waist, which actually makes it look a little bit more fun. And just like that, when we're talking, I put it in, and just immediately, just by doing that, the shirt has more structure and immediately looks more fun. From the very simple shirt, you're getting something which looks fun and elegant. So this is tunnel number 1. And what I'm saying, that this tunnel add extra detail. When your shirt will be open, like fully open, remember that if you're not gonna do this part really neatly, then you might be embarrassed to open your shirt, right? Just make sure that even though it's on the inside of your shirt, it's still is done really, really nicely and neatly. And again, I really liked using one white shirt for everything, for the strings, for the tunnels, for the color. So we have one white color and we don't have different shades of white. And again, just as a reminder, remember to don't worry about the size of the white shirt. Just make sure that the white shirt and your main shirt have the same color size, so it's gonna be super easy swap. Overall, I think it was super easy. Like, I think it was the easiest thrift flip I have done, and I am not that advanced sewer yet. And I think just to figure out logistics of that, just on the fly when I was recording the video, was crazy how easy this went. And sometimes, you know, I think like, oh yes, that's gonna be super easy. And then I bump into like a lot of like surprises, which I didn't thought through ahead of time because I don't have that much experience. But this one was extremely easy. And now when I'm putting this strings in and moment I'm gonna be done, it will be all done. And I spent $4 or each shirt in the thrift store in a Goodwill, because that's the only one we have in the area. So cost of this project for me, it was my time plus $8. I didn't buy any other fabric. I didn't buy bias tape. I didn't bought satin. I didn't buy literally anything else. I just used 2 shirts from the thrift store, $4 each, which they were fairly new. There is tons of them. You don't have to do pink. So $2,100 shirt. We just did it for $8. Plus, if I'm gonna take the time which I spend to take care of my pets, I would probably do it easily in 2 hours. So here we go. I just pull the last string in. I'm just gonna have to obviously even everything up because I'm just pulling one one side harder than the other. And voila. And that's how it's done. And I'm just gonna go change and show you guys how it looked like. I hope you guys like this video. That was super fun thrift flip. I really, really loved it. I really loved how easy and fun it was. The only thing which I honestly regret and truly regret, that I couldn't find exactly another shirt like this so I could make and matching shorts. But maybe I will go again and like try to find something similar to that, or maybe I'm gonna find something similar to the shirt so I can make matching shorts for it, or I'm just gonna make white matching shorts for it with actually pink waist, so it's gonna be nice set, and it's not gonna be too matchy. But oh my goodness, guys, $2,100 versus $8, just your time. And it's also like fun to me because I listen to the books, I watch the Polish TV, and I really enjoyed the process. It was easy. I am beginner, and that's totally beginner doable project. So I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna go change because today, for the difference, it's beautiful weather, and I'm gonna show you how the shirt looks like. And thank you so much for joining me, and I'm gonna see you next week. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys. That's a good little boy. Yeah, that's a good boy. Alrighty, guys. Let me take you to the bench and let's have some sewing thoughts. Okay. So I think number one, this is the best dupe I ever did, guys. It came out beyond what I was expecting it's gonna come out. It's fantastic. Every shape or form, how it works, how easy it was. That was not only best thrift flip I ever did, but also the easiest thrift flip I ever did. Number one, I'm gonna remind you again, remember that the main shirt has to be just one size up for what you are wearing. And then the other shirt, which you're gonna be using for the cuffs and for the collar, you have to make sure that you're actually matching size of the collar. So then you literally have nothing else to do but just like swapping them. No measurements, no alterations, just swapping everything. What I need to change, I did, because I want my cuffs to be somewhere in this height. The only thing which I need to do is move my buttons so the cuffs are a little bit wider and opening a little bit easier, so it fits my hand, my arm over here. And other than that, it was so easy. Watch the video, I can't believe it. I wish I would buy 2 shirts so I could make a shorts, but I didn't. So I made a not exactly same shorts as you saw on the Gucci, but I just made the simplest shorts with leftover fabric which I had from Joann's when Joann's was still existing, but I think I might make little adjustment to those shorts, so they're gonna make exactly Gucci. I'm gonna change the waist for the white waist, and probably that's it. By the way, if you like my Sewing Thoughts t-shirts, they are available in my store. Link is in description below if you want to support my channel and get one of the super fun summary t-shirts. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys love this thrift flip as much as I did. And again, I did so much sewing, so much flipping and alteration. That was the easiest and the cheapest. So if you guys want me to make a video how to make this $1,000 Gucci shorts which gonna match this shirt, leave me a comment below and I'm gonna make a video for you how to make this Gucci shorts for probably under $10 and they are $1,000, so we can have matching set. So other than that, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for supporting my channel, and and I am very excited for another video. I have a lot of super fun summer project coming, including old beach towels, and we're gonna make super fun accessories and outfit for the beach using the towels. See you next week. And hey, if you have expensive tastes like me and you want to keep your bank account happy as well, this is a place for you. See you next week.